I'm not the most technical person in the world, especially when it comes to cameras, but OBSBOT sent me this mid-tail Air and I hooked it up to my laptop to do my live stream on YouTube, and it changed the quality essentially from what it was before, which was just a normal Logitech sort of webcam, from this to this. I'm super impressed by it. Let's dig into it a little bit further and I'll show you how the camera works in a couple of different situations. If you want like a real insider tech spec type thing, this is not really the place for it, but I can show you some real basics about how I use the camera and show you what it looks like essentially. But the main question that I had for myself was how much can it improve the quality and like the look of my live stream, and the answer was an awful lot. And this is only in 720p that I stream from OBS on when I'm doing a YouTube live stream, just because I want the buffering to be, you know, lower, and for it to be like possible on my dodgy internet for it to send out like a okay quality. But I'm really impressed with how it looked. Just honestly, it looked so much better than before. I don't know if you're like me, but I'm kind of keen to find something which is decent for recording gigs and stuff like that. So anyway, this is the OBSBOT. They emailed me and asked if I'd check this thing out. It's actually been a while since we actually spoke, and yeah, I wanted to try this in a couple of different circumstances and see exactly what it's like. This is a sponsored video, obviously, but I don't know, hopefully it might be useful for some of you guys. Mastermind on Air. So we've got a tidy little box. That's pretty cool. Open it up, and inside, so that's the OBSBOT.
This channel is supported by Truefire. Truefire is an online library of lessons.
Look, enough. You can get the Truefire All Access Pass for as cheap as they ever do it, the $99 thing. So just jump and do that if you're looking for the best price that you can get Truefire All Access for.
So I got asked if I would demo this camera. I found it actually very useful. One of the things that I really like about it is that I can kind of just set it on my face, and then it should just track me, I think. Which is pretty cool, right? So just follow me around this space. And I think that's quite interesting. Now, the other thing I used it for that was really noticeably better than what I was using already was as a live streaming camera. And I had loads of comments just saying that this is way better than usual. For some reason, it seems to actually stream in a more stable way as well than when I was using just a normal sort of like an expensive-ish webcam is what I would use to live stream downstairs.
So I'm just going to show you turning on the camera here. So it's going to rescan now for the camera. Okay, and then to set up the shot, I kind of just set the gimbal, remind me later, like this. It's really pretty clever. And then I can go and sit in the chair and just make sure that I've got myself in shot. Which is not something I can do with any of my other cameras, to be honest with you. It's quite a clever little thing for workflow. And then press the record once you're ready here. Really pretty straightforward. And you can double click, like on the face, if you want it to track your face. So it's now tracking me. And not only that, but the gimbal will track you, but it's looking for hand gestures from you in order to track you, tell it to start recording, and all that sort of stuff. It's really pretty clever.
Now, one of the really cool things about this is, with hand gestures, I believe I think we're zooming, right? With hand gestures, that's pretty cool. And then I can stop recording. Inbuilt camera audio here. I also used it on a gig and to record the gig footage. Now the sound in that space didn't actually end up working, and there is this noise reduction setting on the camera which I think probably wasn't helping, so I needed to turn it off. I actually put it on the sub for that gig as well, so that probably is why that didn't end up working. But in this space here, the camera's like, you know, 2 foot away from me here, and you get like a super wide view. So yeah, I'm really impressed with it. This is a sponsored video, but I'm just enjoying how it works. How does this actually work? Whoa. Talk connecting via Bluetooth. You can see this is tracking my stupid face. It's pretty clever, isn't it? That's disconcerting. So I'd say if you're looking for a camera that can do the streaming thing really well, so basically you can link some of these up as well, and you can have several of these, so you could have a few different angles. But I'm definitely going to be using this camera all the time now for my live streaming, and I'll definitely take this camera for some live footage as well. It's a really pretty easy camera to use. I've kind of gone through the process on camera of actually setting it up, and you just stick an SD card in it and you can record that way. And likewise with the webcam stuff, there's an app that goes alongside it which you can run as well. But it's really pretty simple, looks good in all sorts of light situations. So if you've got good lighting, like in here right now, it's good, like just natural light. But as things got darker at the wedding gig that we were playing, it still looked decent. And as I live stream on the webcam, like the lighting started to creep down, it still looks good. So that's one of the benefits of this as well. It's got a larger sensor than some of the other types of solutions for this, as well as being able to do this, which is pretty wild, isn't it? Anyway, thanks so much to OBSBOT for sending me this camera to check out and sponsoring the video. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about it. I wanted to try it on a couple of live streams before I put out a video with it, and it works really well. Cheers for stopping by. Okay, so now trying the internal audio.